Good almost afternoon. How is everyone doing today? I hope you are doing well. If you don't know who I am, my name is Coach Karen Jones of Bayfun. I am your ILOC relationship coach and consultant. Hold on. And consultant. I hope you are doing well on this happy MLK Junior Day. And for those who have a birthday today as well, happy birthday to you. I wanted to talk to you about relationships. Of course, that's what I talk about. Before I forget, if you'd like to learn more about me and what I do, so I'm a relationship coach for couples in crisis. I'm also conflict resolution consultant for couples, also for organizations and communities. You can, if you'd like to learn more about me and what I do, you can go to www.ilocconsulting.com. If you have questions about my services or you just have relationship advice questions, you can go to kjo at except sorry kjocoach at gmail.com. All right, I almost messed that up. You would have been sending your messages to somebody else and they would have just been like, stop. I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm glad I was able to correct it. So I'm here to talk about relationships. It has been a little bit. I have been working on projects and just been working on my business. I know we have a lot of companies on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, that's really trying to push out their product or service. So it is definitely busy when it comes to my field in relationship coaching. So there's a lot of us that you can, ask, to get services from, basically. So I'm hoping with my formal education, experience as a coach, and experience as someone who's been in relationships, and also someone who has grown up in a very rough community. I'm speaking more so on the conflict resolution, dealing with those issues in community organizations and the community as a whole. So that's very helpful. I think that's where I differ a little bit when it comes to not just being a relationship coach, but also being a conflict resolution consultant. So I might get into that a little more on another video as far as my upbringing, but what I will say is this, and I know a lot of people can attest to this, that you're in an environment where with you and your family and even the brownstone that you're in, everyone is loving, hardworking, and friendly, and community oriented and family oriented. So we were really able to work together during that time and have a really good childhood, and not really understand that once you walked out of those doors, you were basically in a war zone. So that I will table for another time. And I can get on to why I want to do the video, because I can stray. I can go on a tangent and not talk about what it is I'm supposed to talk about. So I am not going to do that. The video may be 2 to 3 videos, I got time. If you have time, I have time. So, um, excuse me. One reason is why it's going to be multiple videos is that my phone will only record up till 10, 11 minutes. And then something about Instagram, when I do that, it won't accept my video if it's past like 11 minutes. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know. Maybe I need to read a little bit more on the policy. I don't know if someone can enlighten me if they've been experiencing this, especially those who make videos and post them, because I thought there was a feature where you can post short or long videos, and I've seen long videos, and sat through long videos on Instagram, which I've enjoyed, but I don't know why mine is like 11 minutes and it's like, well, 12 minutes and it's like, oh, well, that's too long. So you're gonna have to shorten it. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not gonna go in and start cutting the video because it might take away from, the really meaty parts of what I'm trying to get at. So anyway, it'll probably stop at the 11th minute and then I'll restart it. So what I want to talk about is how God guides our relationships. I'm speaking not just from research, but also from experience in my relationship. And I'll get to that more towards the middle-ish to the end, for you to kind of understand a little bit more about my relationship and how it came to be. It's a very interesting story. I'll probably only share a few parts of it, but I think you'll find it interesting. We all have interesting stories, where you ask a couple, where'd you meet? And, they just through friends. And so that's pretty much it. Like ours is a little bit more than that, but I'll probably skip to the middle of our relationship timeline. And I'll probably get to like the real information. Well, it's all real, but like the more specific information at another time. So for me, in my household, we have God guiding our relationship. Again, I'm speaking from research and experience, personal experience. And I know a lot of people quite a bit of people that I've done research on who puts God first in their relationships. So let's start off by saying that God is all knowing and all seeing. That God, for some of us, hopefully for most of us, God is the center of our lives and the head of our families. He guides our finances, tells us on what we should spend, how we should take care of our families and others who need help. Spiritually, that we should spend time with Him, that we should connect with Him, we should make time with Him. Physically, how are we treating our own bodies, our minds, and our spirits? Like, are we taking care of ourselves? Are we getting preventative screens? Are we exercising? Are we taking our medications? Basically, are we taking care of ourselves? So, God actually really helps with that. Helps with that, especially with reminders, which it's interesting. I'm not saying everyone gets it. So, but for those who do, it's a very humbling experience. Very humbling. What happens when God is not a part of your life? Well, God keeps us centered, so there may be a situation with the relationship or with ourselves not being centered. He teaches love, forgiveness, and kindness. And that's something that we should be demonstrating in our own relationships. We should be loving, we should be forgiving, and we should be kind. We shouldn't be holding every single, infraction against our partner. And it's going on 11 minutes soon, so I'm gonna have to stop the video and put on another one. Anything else? And we should be selfless, and that's by being active and intentional about really showing our partner, our family, our community that we are giving of ourselves. It's not just making sure that we're okay, but we also make sure that others are okay as well. So I'll stop it and go to another video.